fuel pump has an issue, it might stop for some time and die, and stop for some time then die. This can happen. See? So this is a common issue when your low pressure fuel pump is gonna die, or if your electronic fuel pump relay is getting damaged. So in this case, first thing you have to do is check your EKPM3. Try to swap it with a new one or a used one which has been coated, or else if that doesn't work, then you have to go and replace the low pressure fuel pump, which I'm gonna do now. So for removing the fuel pump, you need to remove the seat. In 7-seater there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, in the front side as well there will be E50 torque screws, this one. So you need to remove those and move your seat aside. This is pretty heavy, so it's better if you have somebody to help you. I'm gonna see if the pump works. There will be 4 10mm ball nuts in there. This is the fuel pump, the low pressure fuel pump. I'm gonna see if it is working or not when we start the engine. Yes, just start. Start. Press the brake pedal and start. And click start here. Hope you can hear the pump working, because if you touch you won't feel it. You have to keep your ears nearby to check if it is working or not. Mine is working now, but intermittently it was not working, so I'm going to replace the pump anyways. I want to take a chance. So I'll be rolling the connectors, 1, 2, 3, and there will be what do you call it, the hose clip in here. This one is a difficult part that you will face to remove the hose clip, because it's tight space. Just remove that, and using a flexible socket, then you'll be able to remove it properly. So I'm going to remove that, pull it up, and that's it. Replace with the new one. So I have just used the universal socket, and the size is 7mm box to loosen it. By just holding like this from here, and this one is a fuel line. You have to press it. When you press it, it will expand, and you can just push it out to release this. The connectors are just push connectors, both sides. You just have to push it, like press it, then you'll be able to come out. Both are similar. So now we have to expand this particular ring. For that, just use a screwdriver to expand the ring. Once you expand it, you can take this particular ring out. This one has to be a little bit more loose, then only it will come out. Let me loosen it more. So the hose clip has to be pulled out from here. After that, you can remove this particular locking plastic from its house clip, just like this. Okay. There is a lot of dust, so that's the reason it's flying all over. I'm just gonna take it and lift the pump. There are 3 connectors which goes to the other side. This one is one of those, and the 2 which is dipped to the inside of the gas, these 2. So I have to just pull it. And this hose, you have to press the clip and just pull it up. That's it. So this is what is available inside. This one is the connector which you have to press and remove. This one is for delivering fuel from the other side of the fuel tank. So this connector, you have to push it, like press it and lift it up, same as this one. Just press it and take it out. Okay. I need 2 hands to do that. Just press it like this and pull it out. So I'm gonna install this one. I got it from Junkyard. I'm gonna try this one now. I have installed everything back. This particular connector, I removed it, the flathead in this side from the pump, and installed the one that was inside the pump itself. So I did not remove this connector, which seemed to be easy for me because there was no enough space to pull it. So everything is back. Now I'm gonna install the washer and then the locking plastic clamp. Okay, first I'm gonna install this washer, then this one, and the lock. After that, I'll be putting the hose clip. So the washer has been installed in this way, making sure all sides seats properly. Here is the marking for the plastic holder or the locking clip. So first from one side you have to put it in and all the way make sure it's seated properly. Okay, now it's time to install this particular hose clip. There is a space in here. The screw of the hose clip will come in this place over here, just like this. The screw of the hose clip has reached here. Now I'm gonna tighten it. Once I tighten it, I'll be connecting this particular fuel line. It's just push, so just push it in and that's it. So I have connected the connectors and started the engine. I don't see any problems, and everything looks okay. The car is starting properly, so I hope this particular fuel pump will work for a while. So that's it, how to change it. I'm sorry I was not able to show you how to unplug and plug in inside, but as I told you, it's not a big deal. You just press this one to remove this hose, and there is a hose vertically in here, this side. You just press the similar clip on that one and you can just pull it up. The sideways in this area there are 2 hoses, no clips are there. You just pull it out from its slot. I will show you the slot. So this is the slot where there are no clips that need to be removed. So this one, just pull it up from these two sides, and this one is what I told you have to press it and pull it up to get it. Next thing is that this particular connector will be taped to this particular hose, which is connecting to this hose. So it will be just like this. You will not miss it in this way. You can see the teeth. So this is actually gripping one way, just like this. So what you have to do is use a flathead and move it up very gently. Make sure you make no sparks. Hopefully there won't be any sparks. Just remove it slowly by putting a flathead underneath that, and you can pull it up. Okay, when you install it back, use a flathead and compress or straighten the teeth a little bit so that it will be fitting tight in here. Okay, so this is loose. You have to make it a little bit flat, then only it will be tight. So that's all about replacing the fuel pump. This is a mechanism which has the spring in here. The spring will make it touch the bottom properly. So, and here is the electric motor. If you want to remove the electric motor, you have to remove the entire assembly and take the electric motor out to replace it. Alright, and hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, just drop a comment. These are the locations where the bolts go in. One is this one, the other is that one, that's the second one. It will be held by this particular thing, so you can see the clips. Make sure you don't break it. So you have to from this side you have to pull it out, then lift it, like pull it out from lower side and then lift it up. So that is how you want to do. And in this side you have to remove the plastic covers. Probably your plastic cover will be broken. There will be screws in here. I think it's Torx. Mine was not having. And the clips, these are the two clips. One is already broken, so you have to slide it out. Slide towards the front, I guess. That only, because here there is a what do you call, yeah, it will be coming like this. So you have to slide it on this way so that you get it out from the way. These are the clips, sorry, the locking part, the metal side. So it will be hooked up here like this. So remove the nut in here and you just slide forward, take it out. This is how you take it out without breaking the plastic part. Hopefully it's clear.